Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wildwind Lacquer. In today's video we are continuing on with our search through this massive Facebook Marketplace haul. This is over 2,000 bottles and I got it for $400. We've already looked at most of this tote worth of nail polish plus the first 5 bags of nail polish for the first 10 videos. I broke those up into chunks of 50 polish each, and for this tote I've ranged anywhere between 55 bottles and 65 bottles, depending on how long it takes me to talk about them. So we've unboxed some really great polishes. We, in fact, have run across some tonics and one bee's knees lacquer, which was totally exciting. So we're going to see what we run into for this particular video. It will be part 15, and we're going to aim for that same amount, somewhere between 55 and 65. That way we don't have a huge amount of videos in the series. I mean, we're already at part 15. So let's go ahead and dig in without further ado. The first one is a Deborah Lippmann, and this one is called Phoenix Rising. I don't think I have this one. It doesn't sound familiar. This one is like a burgundy mixed with some gold and maybe some copper. It's a very pretty color. I could easily see this being nice in the fall. So since it's one I don't have, it's going to go in the keep pile. So that is Deborah Lippmann's Phoenix Rising. And as we go, I will basically tell you if any are being added to the D-stash over here and which ones are getting added to a pile I need to check on. The next one is from Dreamland, and this one is from HHC for April 2016. This one is Aurora Borealis. And we have another holo. Oh my goodness, this is dazzling. A lot of the holos we've been unboxing, mainly from Colors by La Robe, but also from Glisten and Glow and Dreamland, a lot of them are dazzling. And this one is beautifully linear. This is in a light, sort of like a Cinderella icy blue. Olivia is over there rubbing her head against the D-stash box currently. But this is a gorgeous one, and I know I don't have this one, so we're going to add this to the keep pile as well. This one is Dreamland Lacquer's Aurora Borealis. Next up, we've got an Emily DeMolly. This is one of my favorite brands, and this one is called The Pretender. And this is a grapey purple, kind of verging towards a neon-ish purple, a very vibrant shade. And this has a green to red shifting shimmer. You're mainly seeing the green, but there's definitely a red shift in here that I'm catching at the edges of the bottle. So this is one that I don't think I have, but because I do have quite a lot from this brand, I think what we'll do is put this in the check pile to just see if I do have it in my collection already. Same principle applies to this video as with all of my other mystery boxes and this series. If I do end up having this in my collection, it'll go in the D-stash, and if I don't, it's going in the collection. So that one was Emily DeMolly, The Pretender. Next up, ooh, we've got one from Frenzy Polish. This is another brand that no longer makes polish, and I have only a handful from this brand. I think they have 2 different labels as well. So this one, which is like a little cutout of a fox, and then they have another one which I think has like a cat or something on it, but it's more like a printed label. And this one is Cold Scales Warm Heart. So the likelihood is I don't have this one. This is a dark, kind of swampy green with a load of this larger particled shimmer or even micro flakies. I'm seeing possibly even micro glitter in here. There's pink popping up, some blue, some gold and orange. The bottle does need a little bit more of a shake. There's some of that interesting orange that still needs to be dispersed or shaken it back up into the bottle. But very interesting color. And like I said, I only have a few from this brand, so the chances are I don't already have this. And it is one that I could see myself wearing for fall. So we're going to put that in the keep pile. That is Frenzy Polish Cold Scales Warm Heart. And that is the first polish from that brand that we've unboxed. The next one is a Colors by La Robe, and this one is called Amoebas Contain Tiny Spacemen. And this is another blue holographic. Look at that! So I was just talking about the holographic, and this is one of those brands that I've been really impressed with the holos from. And this particular one seems to have some, I was going to say metallic, but I think they might even be multichrome flakies. So this is different enough from the other blue holographics that I have kept to keep to at least do some comparisons of. So we're going to put that in the keep pile as well. That is Colors by La Robe, Amoebas Contain Tiny Spacemen. Next up, we have a Zoya, and this one is called Easton. All right, so this one I know I already have. I'm pretty sure I ordered this directly from Zoya. This is one of their sort of gray-leaning purple neutral colors, and it's a beautiful cream color. But since I already have it, this is going to go in the D-stash. So that one is Zoya's Easton. Next up, we've got another Colors by Leroux. This one is called I'm Fond of You. It was an HHC custom for February 2018. Ooh, this one has beautiful components in it. I'm seeing a load of holographics and iridescent flakies in this one. This is another one that I'm fairly certain I don't have, so we're going to put this in the keep pile as well. It is a beautiful one that might even have top abilities depending on how sheer it is, but it's another that I don't think I have so far, so we're going to add that to the collection. That is Colors by Leroux, I'm Fond of You. Next up, we have another Colors by Leroux and another purple holo. Oh my goodness. This one is called Woman from Tokyo. And here's that holo. Absolutely gorgeous. This is a deep shade of almost like an aubergine tone of purple. I think there might even be a shimmer in there. Yeah, you're seeing that sort of a reddish pink flash. So there's a shimmer in here as well. This is another one that I know I don't have yet. I already know I am going to have to do a ton of comparisons, especially for my purple holos, but this is another beautiful one and I know I don't have it yet. So we're going to add it to the pile. That is Colors by Leroux, Woman from Tokyo. Next up, we've got one from Stardust Polish, and this one is called Oops from 115. Oh, wow. And this one appears to be like a scattered holographic in a slate blue-green base, and then it has another shimmer particle as well. I think you're seeing that little bit of a golden glow. This is another one that I don't have, and I think this could make a really beautiful fall polish. Although I'm trying to decide if I've kept any in this color range already. And I'm just not sure because this has a very specific sort of a dusty blue-green tone. So I want to hold on to this at least until I can do those comparisons that I really need to do, especially after this. So we're going to add that to the keep pile for the time being. That is Stardust Polish Oops from 115. Next up, we've got another Colors by Leroux. This one is called Rare Jade from the Spring 2016 collection. Ooh, so this is a springy, soft, almost sagey green, and there are these sheer golden flakies in it. So gold is one of those colors that I like it sometimes, but it's not my favorite. But in this kind of a color, I actually think it works nicely. And I also like that they are a softer gold. So at certain angles, I'm seeing at least a couple of the flakies in here shift to other colors. Maybe it's a secondary flaky that I'm seeing shift. But yeah, this is a very nice, delicate color, and I like this shade range of greens. It's another one that I also know I don't have yet, so we're going to add that to the keep pile. That is Colors by Leroux, Rare Jade. Next up, ooh, I think we have our first lily pad lacquer. I don't think we've unboxed any from this haul from this brand yet. And this is another Australian brand. This one is called Violetta. So it is a violet shade, again with the holo. This is a beautiful holographic. This has the somewhat almost like a medium-sized particle where you can still see the particles. It's not that really finely milled holo, but it's not the larger particles that are almost verging on, if not are, a micro glitter. And this is a gorgeous tone. I can't quite tell if I'm also seeing another speckle throughout. In here you can see what looks to be kind of like a light silver larger particle. It's a beautiful one. Again, we're going to add that to the keep pile. Purple is my favorite color, so I have a hard time saying no to adding that to the collection. So that's Lily Pad Lacquer's Violetta. All right, next up we have, oh wow, I think this is another new to me brand. This one is Loveable Lacquer Summer Nights. So it's got a little doggy logo there. That is very cute. It is distributed by Loveable Lacquer from St. Clair, Pennsylvania. So yeah, definitely a new to me brand. If you know of this brand, definitely let me know down below. I've never heard of them before, so I definitely don't have this one. They do have a wraparound label, so it's a little hard to see what the color is, but let's see it on the brush. It appears to be like a metallic charcoal in a sheerish base with some glitter, like a silver metallic glitter. There it is on the bottom of the bottle. You can see all of that glitter. I mean, it's cute. I just don't know that I see myself reaching for it necessarily. I've definitely been more excited about other polishes. So we're going to go ahead and put this one in the D-stash, but hopefully we find some more from this brand. That would be nice. So that is Loveable Lacquer Summer Nights. Next up, we have a Cirque. So I've been really excited finding these older Cirques, and this is a gorgeous orange. This one is called Tangerine Dream. So this is one I know I don't have, and this is a lovely shade. We are definitely putting this in the keep pile. It does need a little bit of a shake. I see holographic in here as well as a like pink microflaky or something else sparkling in a like a hot pink. That is a nice shade of orange. This is kind of a mix between like a summer orange and a deeper fall tone. It's one I don't own, so very excited. We're adding this to the collection for sure. That is Cirque Colors Tangerine Dream. Next up, oh my goodness, this poor guy has seen some battle in this polish box. Oh my goodness. This is a dollish polish called the Witching Hour. Oh my goodness, this is going to be hard to see because it is coated in polish. Let's see if this will open. Okay. So this appears to be like a blackened base with a green flash and some hollow and maybe some other micro glitters because I'm seeing some red and purple twinkles. This is up there in that sort of a color range that I have been destashing a lot of. So I think I will just go ahead and put this one in the destash. I'll try to see if I can't clean it up before I put it in a mystery box, which is kind of where I think I'm trying to go. I know a lot of viewers have been interested in mystery boxes, and since I have a bunch of polish, I might be able to actually put together some. So I'll try to clean this bottle up before it gets put in that, but the polish itself seems to be moving around really nicely, and this polish that's on it seems to have come from another bottle that probably died in this tote at some point. But I mean, I haven't run across anything that spilled this badly. But in any case, that was Dollish Polish The Witching Hour. Next up, we've got another Colors by Leroux, and this one is called Belle de la Veine from Holiday 2016 collection. Ooh, we've got shifting again. Oh my goodness. So this, I think, is a multi-chrome base with flakies. Look at that. And hollow. So I'm seeing like a rusty reddish brown on in person from my angle. You're seeing that fuchsia. There's gold and green, and then there's the shifts in those flakies, which I think there's at least a couple of different kinds in here. I definitely don't have this one, and I don't think I have anything that this could even compare to, and it's a beautiful one for fall, so we're adding that to the collection. That one is Colors by Leroux, Belle de la Veine. Next up, we've got another Colors by Leroux. This one is called Fire Down Below from Summer 2016 collection. And this one, I'm actually not sure how to describe this base. It might be like a very light khaki. Yeah, like a very, very light khaki or a very light tan. There is a load of glass fleck or micro flakies in here that shift from gold to this pinky red. The color of this base, though, I just don't see being very flattering on my skin tone. I have kept, I want to say, a cream that's kind of close to this, but my plan is to put a shimmer over it and see how I like it. So I think I'll go ahead and destash this one. That was Colors by Leroux, Fire Down Below. Next up, ooh, we have another hair polish. So this is their newer labeling with the printed hair logo. And this one is called Daddy Warlock. So hair polish is another one of the OG brands from a while ago. I was not around when they were still making polish, and it's been really exciting to be able to find some in destashes before, and in this haul to be able to add a few more to my collection because I still don't have that many from this brand. And this one appears to be a black jelly base with holographic and I think glitters and flakies. I'm seeing some sparks of like a light gold and a mid-toned pink. That's one of the flakies that I'm seeing right there. There we go. So you have the rainbows from the holographic and the sparkles from the flakies. Now this is a kind of color that I have been destashing a lot of, but it's a hair polish. I want to at least give it a shot and compare it to the ones that I have kept. I haven't been destashing all of my black hollows. I've just been trying to pick and choose which ones I am keeping. So this could make the cut. We'll just have to wait and see when I do those comparisons. But that was hair polish, Daddy Warlock, going in the keep pile. Next up, we have a red cream from Formula X, and this one is called X Heart Rouge. So this is a red polish, and I think you know what's coming. Red's not exactly my favorite color, and this is very close to a primary lipstick red. There is a deepness to it, so it's not exactly strictly a primary red, but it is very, very close. And I've already kept a few red polishes that have caught my attention, that have had something special in them, or that have a deeper tone than this one. So we're going to go ahead and put this one in the D stash. I just don't think it would really compete very well among the other reds that I've already kept. So that is Formula X's I Heart Rouge. Next up, we have one from Native War Paints and another purple. This one is called Mine, and it's from their 2nd anniversary. That is very, very cute. So this is their older labeling. And in fact, I think they recently, within the last few months, rebranded completely to a different name. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous combination. One of my favorites to see, purple with a blue shimmer. So this is that juicy, bright purple tone with a like a blue to aqua shifting shimmer. This is going to the keep pile. What the label says, mine, going to the keep pile. I know I don't have this one, so this is definitely a keeper. So that was Native War Paints, mine. Next up, ooh, we've got an older Illyrian. We've been finding a handful of these as well, and this is really exciting because this is one of the first handful of brands that I discovered for indie polish, and they have some amazing polishes. So it's been exciting to find these older labels, and this one is I Don't Need Saving. So we have another purple, this time in a stormy muted shade with a dark blue glow. Look at that. So this is definitely one that I don't have. The name doesn't even sound familiar. And there we have it on the brush. Oh yeah, that is a very interesting combination. So yeah, that's going in the keep pile as well. I think this could make a beautiful fall color or maybe even winter. So that is Illyrian Polish I Don't Need Saving, going in the keep pile. Next up, we've got another from Man Glaze. This is another new to me brand that we've unboxed a handful of. I've actually kept about 6 of them and de-stashed a couple more. So this is one that I don't know where it comes from. I'm still not quite sure if it is a indie brand or mainstream, if it's something that you get at like Hot Topic. It does say made in USA, but yeah, it's an interesting brand that always has a different wrap logo. This one is one that appears to have a story or something wrapped around it, and this is called ILF. Now, somewhere on here, I did see that it said it was like the first matte or flat polish, but I'm not seeing it. In any case, let's go ahead and see what this polish is. It is a light blue. This one appears to be a little on the sticky side, so it might need a bit of thinner to help bring it back to life, but it's a nice shade of blue. This is one of their specialty finishes, so it does have some other components in there. I think I'm seeing maybe like a scattering of hollow. It's kind of hard to tell in here. There it is in the base. I think you can see a subtle little bit of like a golden glimmer. Yeah, I think I want to at least keep this to swatch and compare. ILF. ILF is definitely not one that I have in my keep pile so far, so we're going to put this in the keep pile. Again, we're going to have to do lots of comparisons, so I already know I'm going to have to compare this to a bunch of other colors, but that one was Man Glaze ILF. Next up, we've got one from Love Angeline. This is their older labeling, and this is Sapphire Stanza. This is one of their micro glitter mixes. I'm seeing holographic, maybe even micro black glitters in there, blue, pink. Yeah, lots of different colors. Let's see on the brush. Okay, yeah, this one is a bit on the gloopy side, but not dried out, just gloopy. So I can probably bring it back to life with some thinner, although the brush is getting a little wonky. But there we have all of the different twinkles and sparkles. Yeah, definitely like a light pink in there and then a mid-toned blue. This could look really fun on. I feel like I have kept quite a lot of these types of polishes though. So I'm trying to decide if it's one that I see myself keeping or not. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put it in the D-stash. I've kept other ones that are in this similar finish that I was more excited about. I will put it aside though in a different pile altogether of ones that I'm de-stashing but that need thinner. Just a little bit in this one should help revive it. So that one is Love Angeline Sapphire Stanza. Next up we have one from Polish, and this one is Bouquet of Ebon Roses. Ooh, and we've got another holo. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is incredible. I actually am not really sure what the base of this color is, but that holo is spectacular. You also have a larger flaky in here that I'm seeing as a bright, like purpley pink. Let's go ahead and see if I can't figure out what the base is. Maybe like a very dusty purple. That is stunning. The holo is amazing. The flakies are really cool. The color itself, like I said, is hard to pinpoint. So I think I'm going to put this in the keep pile at least until I can do those comparisons. But this seems pretty unique to my collection. I am curious to see how it will compare to maybe something in the brown family and to some of my deep dusty burgundies and of course my purple. So we'll have to see where it falls. But so far we're going to add that to the keep pile. That one was Polish's Bouquet of Ebon Roses. Next up, we've got another from Polish. This one is another question mark. We've unboxed a couple that have that on them. I think it's their mysteries or maybe even prototypes. I think I have kept a couple that have that on the label as well. This is a very dark green. There we have it on the lip. You can see a very dark, almost teal leaning green. And then all of those sparkles on the brush. Very pretty combination, but I have been keeping a lot of these, and since I do use a nail polish app to keep track of my polish, I still don't know how I'm going to add the ones that I have kept to my nail polish rack. So since I already have colors that I feel like are pretty comparable to this one, at least in this mysterious green teal, I think we're going to go ahead and destash this one. I can't keep them all, right? So that one is Polish's question mark. Next up, we have another from Love Angeline. Ooh, this one's a little dried out, guys. Ooh, and no label. Their labels are all pretty well marked as having Love Angeline on them, so I don't think I have a stray label that might match this, so I'm not sure which one this one might be, but this one does seem to be, oh, actually, it's mixing. So it's not as dried up as I thought it was, but it probably does need some help. Yeah, it's a bit on the thick side, but not as bad as I thought it was. That was seriously looking like it was going to be like goop, dried to the side of the bottle, but this is a beautiful shade of purple. This is kind of in that realm of a chewed up grape bubblegum that I absolutely love. So even though I don't know what this is called yet, I think I do want to add this to the collection. I'm going to put it in the pile of ones I need to add thinner to, but this is a beautiful one. I love this shade of purple. So Love Angeline's, no labels, gonna go in the keep pile, in the to be saved pile. Next up, we have another from Colors by Leroux. This one is called Wind Beneath My Wings. Ooh, this is another one that might have either UP or a UP sibling pigment in it because I am seeing that vivid red to green shift. Stunning. So this is a nice light sky blue. It has that UP type shimmer in it and hollow. So I'm not sure if it's the Oshi UP in it, but it is really, really stunning and very striking. So it's another one I know I don't have. We're adding that to the keep pile. That is Colors by Leroux, Wind Beneath My Wings. Next up, we've got another from Stardust Beauty. This is What's the Tale, Nightingale. And this is a really cute Crelly. It is a white or off-white with these matte blue glitters, some silver metallic or maybe even silver hollow, and purple hollow. This is pretty cute. I don't think I have anything quite like this with this mix of glitters, and I am drawn to it. So we're going to add that to the collection. I know it's one I don't have. So we're going to add Stardust Beauty's What's the Tale, Nightingale to the keep pile. Next up, we've got another Colors by Leroux. This is Dream Big from the Spring 2017 collection. Now, I know we've unboxed quite a lot from spring collections, I think from Spring 2016 and 2017, and I honestly don't remember if I've unboxed this from this haul before, but it's a purple, so I'm going to keep it. I don't know if I've mentioned it in this segment of this series yet, but I will be doing a huge sorting video of all of the ones I'm putting in the keep pile just to make sure that I didn't keep any duplicate bottles, or if I did, if it's one that I actually want a duplicate of. So for the time being, this is going to go in the keep pile, but again, I'm going to do sorting here at the end of this entire series. So that is Colors by Leroux Dream Big going in the keep pile. Next up, we've got another Stardust Beauty and another label. So we seem to have 3 different labels now from what I'm assuming is the same company. I am assuming that this is their older label, Stardust Polish, then maybe they moved to Stardust Beauty and then a different printing job on these stickers. So that's my assumption. Again, if I'm mistaken about that and Stardust Beauty is its own company, definitely let me know it down below. But this is the first of this labeling that we've found, and this one is Cheers to 3 Years. This is a really beautiful, like, kind of a deep orchid purple, and it's got hollow and little pink microflakies in it. You can see that sort of a rosy flash. It does need a bit more shaking than I've already given it, so you can see it still has some separation going on, but it's a beautiful color, and I know I don't have this one. It's also pretty exciting to have one of their anniversary polishes, even though it is a new to me brand. So I'm going to hold on to this. Again, comparisons will have to be done here soon with all of the colors of purples, but we're going to hold on to this one for the time being. That is Stardust Beauty, Cheers to 3 Years. Next up, we have another Native War Paints in serious need of shaking, but this one is called Cable Knit Sweater. And this one is like a charcoal blue gray, and it is full of a golden shimmer that's got like a pinch of a bronzy quality to it. I want to say I have something, I keep saying this, when I see a polish of theirs that has sweater in it, I keep thinking I have one in a similar collection, but so far I haven't run into one that I've checked on that I own. So I'm curious if I have this one or not, but it is a really pretty color. Gold, of course, is not one of my favorite components, but it looks really good in this base. So I'm going to at least hold on to this until I can do some comparisons and swatches. I will put it in the to be checked pile just to see if it is one that I own or not, but that is Native War Paints Cable Knit Sweater. Next up, we have another CBL. This one is called Hey Romeo, and it's a stamping polish. Nice. So I actually don't stamp. I have some of the supplies to do so, but I have not gotten much practice in. This is also one of their hollows, so amazing, amazing hollow. It is in a deep, I was going to say like a deep fuchsia, but it might even be red because some of the base seems to be red, but most of the other components in there are leading me to say fuchsia, so really pretty, vibrant color in any case. And it is one I don't think I have. In fact, I'm pretty sure I don't because I haven't run into any that specifically say they're a stamping polish. So we're going to go ahead and hold on to this. Not necessarily as a stamping polish, but their hollows are very impressive regardless of if it's a stamping polish or not. So I want to see how this compares to the other bright, deep pinks that I've been keeping. And I mean, look at that hollow. Totally freaking my camera out. It's beautiful. So that is Colors by Leroux, Hey Romeo, going in the collection. Next up, we've got another Colors by Leroux. This one is called Symphony, and it was the polish of the month for January 2018. Ooh, and we have more multi-chrome. Oh my goodness. This one is in a blue to purple with red and gold shifts at the edges, plus multi-chrome flakies in here. Yeah, multiple different sizes too. There's also like a pink micro flaky. This is stunning. Look at those almost teal flakies as well. I think some of them might be multichrome and some of them might be metallic. I'm not actually sure, but I'm seeing a couple of different colors in there. Really pretty combination again, and another I know I don't have. So we're going to add that to the collection as well. That was Colors by Leroux Symphony. All right, next up we have another Colors by Leroux, and this one is Caviar Wishes and Keanu Reeves Dreams. That is a cute name. And it's a purple. This is a light summer purple, kind of a bright grapey hue, and it's hollow. This is definitely going in the collection. It's another one I know I don't have. Again, I will be needing to do comparisons, but this is a gorgeous one. We're going to add that to the keep pile as well. That is Colors by Leroux, Caviar Wishes, and Keanu Reeves Dreams. Next up, we've got another Cult Nails. This one is called Angel Whispers, and look at this one. This is actually a really cute winter polish. You have this incredibly light pink base. I mean, almost verging on white, but it's got this blush hue to it, and it's jam-packed full of sparkle. So I could easily see this looking like glistening of fresh fallen snow. You've got this light sheer silver You've got green and pink. I think I'm going to put this in the keep pile. It's not a very exciting color, but it is very, very pretty. So I want to at least give it a shot and see it swatched, see if it's sheer enough to maybe use as a topper or if I like it on its own. So it's another one I know I don't have as well. So we're going to put that in the keep pile. That was Cult Nails Angel Whispers. Next up, we've got one from Nerd Lacquer, and this is the Lando system. So another one from their Star Wars collection. And oh my goodness, look at this. So this is like a light, creamy pink. And look at the combination of glitters in here. This has rose gold, or maybe even like a very light copper. There's silver. There's a load of shimmer. Oh, look at that. There's like these indigo sparkles. This is a very cute combination. It does need a bit of a good shake, but this is incredibly unique to my collection. I don't have anything even remotely like this, and I could see myself wearing this, especially for spring. So we're going to put this in the keep pile. That one is Nerd Lacquer's The Lando System. Next up, we've got another one from Colors by Leroux, and this is Snakeskin Boots from the Mild and Wild collection. And this one has another shimmer in here that very well could be a UP or UP sibling shimmer. I'm guessing maybe UP sibling. I don't know. It could just be the very, very dark base that it's in. But it is a very pretty shift. You have this almost orange leaning red and then a green shimmer that it shifts to. In person, the green is much stronger than I can get it to come across on camera. You're kind of seeing it there on the edge. Go to a gold and that vibrant green. This appears to be in a blackened base, is my guess. Yeah, a blackened base for this one. You can see that black jelly on the lip of the bottle, or on the neck of the bottle. But yeah, really pretty color. But again, I have been getting rid of a lot of these black jelly polishes unless it really, really speaks to me. But this one does kind of speak to me. It has that really interesting and vibrant UP shift that again, I'm not sure if it's OG UP, but it's got that vibe to it. So I don't think I have anything quite like this in my collection yet. So we will add this to the keep pile. That is Colors by Leroux Snakeskin Boots. Next up, we've got another Stardust Beauty, and this one is called 71 El Camino. It was Hot Wheels inspired. And we have another purple. This is a really nice deep shade with a vibrancy to it. There are these like micro fleekies or glass fleck shimmer particles in there that are really neat in this base. I'm seeing like a blue to purple. I think on camera you're seeing the blue, but where you're seeing the blue speckles, I'm seeing purple in person. And then I'm also seeing a red, which I think is coming through color accurate there as well. This is another one I know I don't have. It does need a little bit of bottle cleanup here, but this is a really neat purple. And again, I'm a purple fan, so we're going to keep this to at least do some comparisons of and see if it does end up beating out any other purples in my collection. I don't need as many purples as I have, but I can't help myself. I really, really like the color, and this is really gorgeous. So again, comparisons will come soon, but for the time being, it's going in the collection. So that is Stardust Beauty 71 El Camino. Next up, we've got this little guy. It is a Native War Paints 3 a.m. coffee break, which I think is an oil. Yeah, I think this is a cuticle oil. So for cuticle oils, oh, the label's coming right off. For cuticle oils, I haven't been sure yet if it's really safe to reuse. And this one has been used. It's about half empty. Of course, it also could have spilled, but it's also just a mini bottle. So I think I'm okay just going ahead and tossing this. There's not a lot in it, and oils do have a tendency of going stale at least. So I think we're going to go ahead and just toss that one. Next up, we have another Vapid, and this one is called Sleigh Bells. Ooh, this is a deep, like velvety red. This is definitely a red I could see myself wearing. You hear me say all the time, reds aren't necessarily my favorite, but these deeper shades, these rich tones that remind me of velvet or lean close to like a burgundy shade. This one almost seems like it might even have like a purpley base. Yeah, like a crushed berry base. Let's see if I can show that to you on the neck here. I don't know if you can see that berry hue on the neck, but It is really, really pretty. Here it is on the brush. Yeah, this is gorgeous. So it has that berry base, and then the red is coming from almost like a duochrome shimmer. So really pretty. And then you have something twinkling away in there. I think that might be a shimmer and a bit of like a holographic glitter. So we're going to put this in the keep pile again until I can do some comparisons, because this is another color family that I do have a lot of because they are one of the few shades of red that I do like. So we're going to add that to the keep pile. That one was Vapid's Sleigh Bells. I think that is our first Vapid of this portion of the series. Next up, we have a Turtle Tootsies, and this one is called Blushing Mouse. And this one appears to be a charcoal gray, full of hollow and a shimmer. You can see that blushy pink across the face of the bottle. I do love gray polishes. I have been keeping a handful of them, and I like the hollow in this. I do like the shimmer as well. You can see that pink there on the brush. Just trying to think if this would stand out against the other grays that I have already kept. And since I'm hesitating, I'm going to go ahead and destash it because I haven't been in a destashing mood very often in this video. So we're going to go ahead and destash it. That one was Turtle Tootsie's Blushing Mouse. Next up, we have another from Stardust Polish, and this is Mystery Hollow number 2. And this is in a mid-toned pink, full of hollow, as the name would suggest. Totally freaking my camera out. And I can't quite tell if this does have another shimmer in it or if it's just the hollow. It's a nice tone. It's a little bit on the dusty side. Yeah, this is a nice shade. It's not that vibrant summer pink. There's also a bit of a blue something or other in there. Maybe there is a blue shimmer. Either that or that's just how the hollow is playing with the color. In any case, I do want to see how this one swatches. So we'll have to do, again, swatching and comparisons once I'm done with all of this, but we're going to put that in the keep pile. That was Stardust Polish Mystery Hollow number 2. Next up, we have one from Elevation Polish, and this one is called Wee Mountain. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right, but this is a like grassy green with a load of larger shimmer particles in mainly a blue with a bit of a light gold in there. Yeah, for whatever reason, this particular shade of green is not really speaking to me. It is verging on more of a, not quite a primary green, but it's close, and primary colors often don't speak to me. That's usually why I don't like a red, is it's often a primary lipstick red. So we're going to go ahead and put this one in the destash as well. I've been more excited about other shades of green that we've unboxed, so that'll go in the destash. That was Elevation Polish Wee Mountain. Next up, ooh, we've got an older Never Enough polish. This one is called Unipurple. Unipurple? Maybe Unipurple or Unipurple-O? I'm actually not sure if you're supposed to try to pronounce that. In any case, it's one I don't have. And this is a beautiful lilac or lavender purple. Look at that. This tone is beautiful. You've got a lovely linear holographic, somewhere in between like a linear and a scattered. So you're still getting the rainbows, but it's not a really clear linear. But I mean, look at the rainbows that you're still getting. Wow. So of course, as a purple lover, you know I'm into this color. So I'm going to add this to the collection. Again, I'll have to do comparisons. We know this. So we're going to put that in the keep pile for the time being, though. That is Never Enough's Unipurple. Next up, we have another Colors by Leroux and another hollow. This one is Living on Borrowed Time. It was a polish of the month for April 2017. Ooh, and I can see a Don Diva from here. We're getting to the bottom of the tote. This is another beautiful purple shade. This is kind of a lighter tone, not quite a lavender, but it's kind of getting there. You again have a gorgeous holographic in this. And yeah, this is a lovely tone. It's another one I know I don't have. At least I don't think so. Again, I'm going to have to do comparisons and sorting to make sure, but we're going to add that to the collection as well. It's definitely a color I could see myself wearing. So that is Colors by Leroux, Living on Borrowed Time. Next up, ooh, I forgot to go to the Don Diva. We'll do that next, hopefully. Next up, we have another Colors by Leroux, and this is I'm Home. It was a limited edition IS Texas for October 2017. IS might be Indie Shop, I'm guessing. And this is a pink leaning red. So again, with the types of red that I usually don't like, just to compare the one I destashed from Formula X, You might be able to tell the difference. There's that pink lean to this one, whereas this is a straight up like Crayola red color by comparison. So I really like the hollow that's in this one and that berry pink lean to this. Again, I will have to do comparisons to all of this color family that I have kept, but it is really, really pretty. I'm loving the hollow in this. As I've said before, I've been incredibly impressed with the hollows from Colors by Leroux, so I want to hold on to this one and do comparisons. So that is Colors by Leroux, I'm Home. Plus it was a limited edition, so I know I don't have it. Next up, we've got a pink from Love Angeline. This one is called X's and O's. This is a like Barbie pink, Barbie or bubblegum pink. It has some micro flakies in it that are blues, pinks, and purples, maybe a bit of aqua as well. This is definitely a kind of color that's been growing on me. Most of the shades of pink that I've been enjoying for summer are more on the bright fuchsia side of things, but I could see myself at least trying this one, and I don't think I own it, so we will put this in the keep pile as well. That is Love Angeline X's and O's. Next up, we've got another Colors by Leroux, and this one is called Shot Through the Heart. Nope, I didn't do it again. Okay, I better put that back and just grab the Dawn Diva before I forget again. So we're going to go to that Dawn Diva, and this one is called... I don't know how YouTube will feel about that word, so I'm just going to say On Fleek. This is another one that has that logo that I'm not familiar with, so I don't know if maybe that's what they put on their bottles when someone does a custom polish or something. Not sure. But in any case, I know I don't have this one, and it's a purple. We have holographic and shimmer. Yeah, really pretty shade, kind of like almost like a dusty lavender or lilac shade. So we're going to put this in the keep pile. Again, obviously I have to do comparisons of all of these purples, but that one I know I don't have. It is Dawn Diva On Fleek. Okay, now back to that Colors by Leroux, which was Shot Through the Heart. Look at that one. So this is another one that is maybe like a pink leaning, yeah, berry leaning red, and it is jam-packed full of that golden micro flaky or larger shimmer particle. This is another instance where it actually works. I don't mind it in this base. I think it is complementary. I will have to see how it ends up looking swatched, but I want to at least give it a shot. I think this could make a beautiful early fall polish. It looks fiery. I could see this looking like fall leaves. Yeah, this is pretty. I want to at least swatch it and see. So we're going to hold on to that one. That's Colors by Leroux, Shot Through the Heart. Next up, we have a lily pad lacquer. This one is called Plum Wine. Ooh, and we have another lavender shade, a beautiful hollow, and it's got a light wash of this pale gold shimmer. This is another instance where I feel like it works. There's something that's very complimentary about a gold with purple. It doesn't work 100% of the time for me, but for a color like this, I think it's beautiful. So we're going to put that in the keep pile. I don't think I have it. Maybe we'll put it in the check pile. I know I do have some light purples from them, but I don't think it was this one, but we'll do it. We'll check anyways. So that was Lily Pad Lacquer's Plum Wine. Next up, we've got one from Stardust Beauty, and this one is called Zeus. This is part of their Greek Gods and Goddesses Part 1 collection. Ooh, look at this. This reminds me of Cert Candies. So this is like a white crelly full of these silver and light blue glitters. I like this. I like this kind of polish that looks like Cert Candies. You do have a scattering of some golden hollow in here, but it's not overwhelming. I think this could look really cute on, especially for a winter mani. So we're going to add that to the keep pile. It's another one I know I don't have. So that is Stardust Beauty Zeus. Next up, we're going to do this polish here, and this one is called Sorrow's Eye. I'm going to try to do at least 10 more polishes for this video. And Sorrow's Eye is this really beautiful, almost like a light periwinkle color. If not periwinkle, it's at least like a cornflower blue. I feel like that purple hue is being washed out on camera, but there is that purple tinge to this. Plus it's got that subtle, like soft gleam of hollow and a pink shimmer. This is a lovely color. Actually, let's see if in the bottle it's actually as purple. Actually, it's even more purple. There we go. Let's see if that can show up on camera. Yeah, maybe. I think you're seeing a nice dusty purple there. Beautiful color. I think this is lovely. And it's another I don't have, so we're going to add that to the keep pile. That one was Polish's Sorrow's Eye. And next up, we're going to do this one over here, which is another Colors by Leroux, and this is Blue Skies, and it's another stamping polish. So it does need a good shake. I did shake it a little bit, but it still needs more shaking. But look at that hollow. Again, the hollow on this brand is just out of sight. It is spectacular. I think there might be another component in here. Yeah, I think there you can sort of see that light blush pink pop up. So it's another stamping polish. Again, I don't have very much experience at all stamping, but I love the color. I will again have to do some comparisons of these kinds of blue hollows, but it's one I know I don't have. So it's going to go in the keep pile for the time being until I can do those comparisons. So that is Colors by Leroux Blue Skies. Next up, we've got one from Love Angeline. This is Mystery Hollow number 12. And this one is like a rosy pink. It has the holographic and then these little tiny flakies in there. I'm seeing those as mainly a light, almost sheerish gold, but there's also something else sparkling in here that's like a little tiny red sparkle. This is another shade of pink that I do like, so we're going to put this in the collection again, at least until I can do those comparisons. So that one is Love Angeline Mystery Hollow number 12. Next up, we've got one from Picture Polish. I think this is the first picture polish that we've seen in a while. We unboxed quite a few of them in the first chunk of this series. This one is Betty. I don't think I have this one, and it is a nice like mid-toned blue. It has a load of holographic flakies. Really pretty color. I like this shade of blue as well. And like I said, I don't think this is one that I own already. There it is on the brush and wand. Beautiful twinkles. So yeah, this is going to go in the keep pile as well. That one is Picture Polish Betty. Next up, we've got another Colors by Leroux. This also seen some battle here in the polish box. This is Love You to the Moon in memory of Camden. So this one might have been a charity polish or a custom polish, but I know it's one I don't have. This is a like somewhere between a light gray and a pinch of sky blue in there. Really pretty combination of these flakies in here with the hollow. You've got a blue to purple shimmer as well as a larger pink that I don't think is really coming across on camera. But yeah, it's one I know I don't have, and I think that this could look really pretty on. So we're going to add this to the keep pile as well. That is Colors by Leroux Love You to the Moon. Next up, we have another Colors by Leroux. This is Pine Boughs from Holiday 2016 collection. This is a very dark green evergreen hollow. Still needs a bit more of a shake up, so mainly you're seeing some of the separated color there in the bottle, but let's go ahead and see how it looks on the brush. Yeah, you're going to see more of that evergreen shade there. The beautiful hollow. This is a very dark green, not quite the blackened bases that I have been doing a lot of destashes of. Trying to decide if this is worth holding on to do some more comparisons of, and I think I will go ahead and destash it. I mean, I love deep greens, but I feel like I've already kept quite a lot, and I don't love them as much as the purples. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the destash. That one is Colors by Leroux Pine Boughs. Next up, we've got a little half-size bottle from Rainbow Honey, and this one is called A Little Kindness, and this is a mix of kind of this peachy yellow base loaded with a mix of glitters. We have iridescent, some rose gold, some deeper like rosy pink glitters, and then some larger particled shimmer. This is a pretty cute combination. Does appear a bit on the gloopy side, but there it is on the wand. I think this actually could look pretty cute, so maybe we'll put this in the Can I Fix It pile and go from there. Add a little thinner and see if I can't revive it, but it is pretty unique. Could make a fun topper, so that is Rainbow Honey's A Little Kindness going in the Can I Fix It pile. Next up, we have one from Lily Pad Lacquer. So this is in their different bottle. The other one that we've unboxed before was in their round bottle. This is another lavender, and this one is called Magic in the Air. Ooh, and it's another hollow. This one does have a shimmer in it as well. Trying to see if I can't get that to pop up. I'm seeing that. Oh, there we go. That's that blue flash. That is one of my favorite combinations to see. Again, I'm going to have to do comparisons, but we're going to put this in the keep pile. This is really cute. And that one is Lily Pad Lacquer's Magic in the Air. All right, two more. Ooh, we've got another from Cult Nails, and this one is called Captivated. Look at this vibrant fiery shade. So it needs a bit of a shake up, but it appears to be in like a jelly red orange base. And then you have a load of this glitter mix looking like fire. We have gold, I think gold iridescent. Yeah, I think those might be iridescent glitters. And then you do have some metallic in there as well, twinkling away. This is a very nice combination. Like I said, I actually like gold in this kind of a fiery orange color. So we're going to put this in the keep pile as well. That is Cult Nails Captivated. All right, and one more. What should we close it out with? I think we're going to go over here into this corner because I'm seeing a Cirque label. Yay, a Cirque. This one is, oh my, how do you pronounce that? Is that Zocatil? I'm not sure. Let me know if you know. But we have another beautiful purple hollow. This is in that mid range of purple, and it has hollow and a like micro pink flaky. So I don't think this is going to surprise anybody. It's going in the keep pile. I've really been enjoying getting these older Cirque colors, and I know I don't have that one. So it's going to go in the keep pile. Again, let me know if you know how to pronounce that, but that is Cirque colors. I'm guessing it's Zocatil, maybe? And that is 60 polishes. Let me know in the comments which ones were your favorites. I think we unboxed our first Frenzy polish, another hair polish. Oh, and our first lovable polish. And yeah, lots of good ones. We ran into a lot that I put into the keep pile. Of course, a lot of those we'll have to do some comparisons on, but hopefully you guys had a good time looking at beautiful older polish. If you're new, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on the rest of this series and all of the polishes that we have yet to unbox. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully you had a good time, and I will see you in that next one.